Terry Sullivan here with another episode of the Terry Sullivan Show. Got a great show lined up for you today. We're here at Odin Leather Goods. Odin Clack is the owner, and he produces phenomenal leather products. And we're gonna see how he does that, and maybe I'll stitch a little myself. Let's go in and take a look. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well. Welcome in today.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you, sir.
You all right?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you for coming in and checking out the shop today.
Still got your beard going. It looks good.
Still got the beard. It ebbs and flows. Some days it's here, some days it's there, but it's always there.
It always looks like you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely part of the brand. People know me for the beard.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I'm excited that you allowed us to come in and impose on you and your space and look at your leather. You know, everybody knows of Odin Clack and Odin Leather Goods, and I've been here once or twice. I like to just come in here and just smell of it.
Well, people say you can smell it from the street when the doors are open. Apparently the smell kind of pours out. I don't smell it anymore because I'm so used to it. Probably the same thing with you in barbecue. I bet you don't smell it the same way that you.
I don't. People come in the shop all the time and say, "Hey, it smells great in here." I go, "Okay."
Yeah, exactly. Same thing here. I don't smell the leather, but I do know that everyone else does, and hey, if it benefits them and it gives them value, I love it. We'll keep the doors open whenever we can.
Now, you make everything in here.
Yeah, so anything that's leather. I'd say about 96, 97% of what's in here, if it's made out of leather, we make here in the shop here in Lewisville. Things that the other 3 or 4% are things that are maybe made by a buddy of mine who I just really appreciate their work, so we bring it in. There's some fanny packs around here that are made by young ladies outside of Lewisville, but all the leather for the most part is made here. We do tons and tons of coasters. A lot of these are the ones that we sell with our branding on it, but we do these for other people too. I mean, I'll do thousands and thousands of coasters this year for other brands and other organizations around town. We also do them for events. Bag tags, this is another thing. We do tons and tons of these bag tags. Such a simple thing. Like most of our products, we keep it very, very simple. We keep it very clean. Nothing too ornate or overdone. You're not gonna find anything bedazzled in here. This is not our style.
You do a lot of work online.
I do.
In fact, you do more work online than you actually do with people walking in the store and purchasing, do you?
In the past, we used to do more online was our driving force. We still do a ton online. We're known for our online store. I mean, that's how we get our products to people outside of the area. I've been doing online longer than anything else. I started online 12 years ago. The retail stores only started about 4 years ago.
Let me ask you a question, and I've always wondered this, but you know, when you talk about custom leather goods, it's more expensive than just walking into a commercial store.
It is a ton.
Why is that?
Well, the biggest part is that we're not doing thousands of these at a time. There are anywhere from 1 to 3 people that are going to touch this before it gets out the door. That's where the handmade part comes in. We are using old school techniques. We're not mass producing anything here. You're not going to have 30 or 40 people touch this as it gets out the door. We take our time, right? Our goal is to make the best product possible at our price point. We are not so much worried about making it the cheapest way. We use the best leather we can find. We use the best techniques we can apply to it. And that's what drives the cost up. You're gonna buy this once.
Right.
Belts are a really good example. We have gentlemen and women coming here that buy belts from us. We ask them how long have they had that belt on that they're wearing. So I've had this belt for 2 or 3 years, okay? And it's worn through. You're not gonna get that with these belts. These belts are solid leather through and through. There's no fillers. It's just top grain leather. And I make a point to say top grain. It's not just genuine leather. It's top grain leather. There's a difference.
Well, what is the difference there?
Genuine leather is like saying an all beef hot dog is beef. Top grain would be more equivalent to us saying that this is a steak that you're buying, not a hot dog.
Right.
So that's probably the easiest way for me to explain. You buy a hot dog, it is maybe a beef hot dog.
But you don't know what's in it.
You don't know what's in it. Buy belts from us, you know exactly what's in it. It's only 1 layer or 2 layers of leather. That's it. There's no cardboard in it. There's no fabrics in it. Nothing like that. Nothing that's filling it out to make it look like it's more than it is. It's just leather.
You know, you made this for me. You made this for me last year, and I love it.
Thank you.
But you know what I love about it is the longer I have it, the better it gets. So that is good leather.
That's good leather. That's the way it should be. I like to tell people leather is one of those materials that kind of holds memories. Everyone has a story about this item that they had. Maybe a bag, a pair of boots or shoes. Leather is unique. We want to give you leather that you're going to be able to develop and add your own stories to. So we choose the best leather we can find. Many of them, especially the wallets, they all have names. Like this is called the Grace wallet. This is called the James wallet. There's the Elon wallet. Every wallet tends to have a name based on somebody I was thinking about or somebody that I recently come in contact with. I'm not so creative with names that You know, it's basically, you know, if you hang around here long enough, there'll be a Terry wallet.
Well, I was fixing to say, where's a Terry wallet at? That's the only thing I want to see.
We're going to have to come up with one for sure.
Make it the most expensive one, too.
The most expensive. We can do that. We definitely do that.
You know what I'm ready to do?
What's that?
Get my hands dirty.
Let's get back here.
Let's go.
Let's find something to do.
Let's find, did you hear what he said? Let's find something to do.
Today I do have an order for what's called a James wallet. I'm gonna have you cut out some pieces for the James wallet.
Let's
Give that a
go,
shot?
I'm ready.
All right, this is a really fancy leather, a marble colada. This is a vegetable tan leather from Italy. It has this unique kind of pattern and texturing to it. It's gonna make a nice wallet. So let's cut up a few pieces. Today we're going to use this 26-ton hydraulic press. This thing basically has one job. It goes up and it goes down.
How much does that machine right there cost?
15, 16 grand, I think.
You have, every day you have your guys come in and they're working all day long. And
Yeah, they normally get here pretty early in the morning, so they leave, you know, early afternoon. They're done for the day. They go about their lives and spend time with their families. And this is also when I get a chance to get out here and start playing around, doing my new designs and things like that.
So you can actually, you sit down and you actually design products.
Some days I think it's more about I'm more of an engineer than an artist, which is probably better for me, right? So I'm not an abstract artist. I do like to break down a problem. Someone comes and says, hey, I have this thing I need to move around with it. I need to be able to put it over my shoulder. I start asking a lot of questions about what the need is, and then we start designing a product around that. That's why our products are so functional. And I think everything looks good, but we're not adding on a bunch of studs and bedazzlements just to make it look fancy. We want it to work well. I don't want this to be the item you have just for a season. I want you to be the item you're gonna have for the rest of your life, you know, for many, many seasons.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, so this wallet that we're making has 3 dies, has a pocket, and then the body pieces. Luckily, the design we're making now is all the same leather. Sometimes we have to mix and match leather for the design. We're gonna roll our leather out, and this is a pretty light, simple hide. We don't want to go too heavy. If I put too much weight and too much pressure on there, it'll almost go through this board. We don't want to do that. That's bad. We want to do it just enough where it cuts the leather, like that. Once I get it designed to a point where I'm happy with it and I know we're going to keep on making the item over and over again, I have these dies made. If I was making 100 wallets right now, I'd go ahead and click out, and I call it click. We click out 100 pieces.
Okay.
In this case, we're going to make one to start. That's the inside piece. Now we need 3 pockets, these small pockets here. So I'll have you place that on the hide. Key thing here is we want to make sure we don't waste leather, right? Leather gets expensive.
Yeah.
Then the prices have to go up. So we want to max this. We want to get it pretty close to the other piece there, but not overlap. You can get a little closer. Take your hands, move this over. It has a safety feature on it so that you have to have both hands on it. You can't get your hands stuck under it. You're going to press button number 1 and the top button here at the same time.
Same time.
And just hold it down.
You ready?
Yep. There you go.
Woo!
Easy. We're going to move that one over.
Okay, I'm getting it now.
Get it nice in there, nice and tight.
I could be for hire.
You could. Bring it down some. Get it nice and close to the other piece here. There you go. That's good.
Are we good?
We're good.
I don't want to waste any money now. All right, ready?
There you go.
I got this. I got this. We're going to set this aside. We're going to do one more.
One more of that design.
Up here.
That's a good place for it. It's a great place for it. Perfect.
I got this.
You cut all the way through?
No. Pride goes before the fall or something like that.
Perfect. I think that's it.
Did it?
Yeah.
Did you hear that, Trey? Perfect. Odin said I was perfect.
Even though I've made hundreds of these, we still hand cut them. We take a knife, we still trim around here by hand, and that's where this starts. And you can see we got all these leathers up here.
Now, where do you have, you buy these leathers at a lot of different vendors, or do you have specific ones?
I probably have 10 or 12 different vendors I go to for leather, and I mean that's after going through tens, if not hundreds of them over the years. We know the ones that we like. Occasionally we'll try something new, and we'll figure out if we like it or not. And if we don't like it, we won't come back to them. But most of these come from U.S. tanneries. Do
you buy them in big rolls, or that's what?
Yeah, let me show you exactly what that looks like.
Okay.
This is what we would use for belts. This is called Old War harness. Here's a green one.
Wait. Saying it just out loud.
Here's a nice European red. We should do some
stitching.
We should do some stitching.
Let's do some stitching.
We should do some stitching.
Woo!
Customer, a young man who has ordered a alligator belt. We've actually already put the belt all together for him. So now today we just need to stitch it up. Before I stitch it, however, I do need to trim it to size. So give me 1 second to do that because it'd be a mistake not to.
Now that I've done a little bit of leather work, I feel like
like a pro?
You want me to trim it out?
I'm gonna actually have you cut this one.
I'm a little nervous about this now. This is an expensive belt.
This is about $350 belt here. You want to use a big knife?
I like big knives.
All right. This knife is about 100 years old. It's nice and sharp. And we're gonna go. I'm actually gonna do 44. There's your mark.
Okay.
Can you cut that straight?
Well, I don't know.
That's an interesting knife. This is a head knife. Maybe I should have given you a smaller or a different type of knife.
Yes, I'm getting a little nervous about that.
This is, how about this one? It's more of a Japanese style knife. Now all you gotta do with this one is straight down. It's not a butcher knife. You just go straight down.
Straight down.
It's almost like a chisel almost. So just put it straight across the line.
Okay.
And press down hard.
All right, I'm ready.
Let me move my fingers out of the way.
Thanks for the confidence. So let me get straight now.
It's tough.
Any lesser of a man couldn't do it, though. Okay. Oh, I'm not there yet.
Not there yet.
Man.
Let me see what I can do here.
Hey, don't get in here now.
Oh wait, I got it. I didn't dull the knife before I gave it to you.
I got it. Yeah, I just had to put a little muscle in it.
There you go.
Did I do good?
It's relatively straight.
I'm relatively straight.
You're relatively straight. I think you're doing pretty good. So let's take it to the stitching machine.
Okay.
And we'll work it out real quick.
Okay, that was fun.
This one I'll do. I won't.
That was scary.
I won't put you on the sewing machine just yet.
Oh, okay.
This gentleman has a pair of boots he's trying to match this to. I think that's a pretty good match there.
That's a good match. How much do these machines cost?
They range in price. There is a machine in here that brand new would be about $25,000.
Oh, Lord.
I didn't pay that for it.
Okay.
Right? But most of these are probably in the $2,000 to $3,000 range. Turn the light on here so we can see what we're doing. Struggling a little bit on this. I'm gonna stop. That's not working out well. This is gonna require a bit more finesse.
Finesse.
Okay, so we'll figure this one out later.
Okay.
But we can stitch a different belt. Let's find a different belt to stitch.
Hey, can I just tell you, I'm glad I didn't mess that up. Let me just say that.
This machine, this is a European machine. I'm pretty proud to have it. This is not a machine you typically find in a shop this size. It only does one thing. It sprays glue. All it does is spray glue.
Okay. Yeah.
That's it. We'll let that dry. It goes on very efficiently. So now when you fold it inside, the liquid that's going to go in the pockets on. Let's move over here.
I'm a nervous wreck. I am.
This is just day-to-day life here. Do it all the time. I'm going to grab a tool or two. Nothing to be nervous about. It's just leather at the end of the day.
I'm a leather guy.
We're going to make a couple of marks here so we know where the pockets go. Now make them further enough down so you don't actually see the mark once it goes together. And because this leather's kind of slick, we're also going to scuff it up a little bit too. Doesn't take much, just a little. Take some of the surface finish and the oils off of it.
We're scuffing. We're making a wallet.
This is the same glue we use at the table, but now we're just going to use a small applicator. We're just going to put enough on there to hold it until we stitch it. Don't want to cake it on there. Now, this is a contact adhesive. You know what that means?
Yes.
Got to put it on both sides. Once it tacks up, we can put them together, and then that will be ready for stitching once we put all the other pockets on.
How am I doing?
You know what? You are a great supervisor. Now that pocket's on there. That's the inside pocket. We're gonna put another one over there, and then we'll stitch them up.
Are we gonna scuff it?
We are gonna scuff it. Okay. I almost skipped that step.
That's why
I'm trying to scuff it here.
That's why I'm the foreman.
I'll tell you what. See, that's why you're here. Take this. You see, there's a little pattern there.
Yeah.
And just lightly along the edge. You see the mark there?
Yeah.
You're just gonna go down, kind of move it back and forth. Just take a little bit of that finish off. There you go. Just what was that? 3/32 of an inch along the edge.
What? I gotta get ready.
I'm gonna turn away while you do it.
Oh, you're scared.
Very good job. Yep. Just work your way all the way around. While you do that, I'm gonna put glue on the other piece here. Luckily, if you mess up anything, it'll be hidden by the pocket. And we'll put this one on discount.
I hope the guy that buys this doesn't, I hope he doesn't see this episode. The Sullivan guy.
We'll call this the practice round. You're doing good. Your average per hour may be a little low, but
I think I can get like maybe 2 of these in an hour done.
now as you creep up on this point, you don't want to pull it back over. You just want to make sure you don't go past that little little mark there.
I
So you can
know
probably turn
that.
it around.
I know that.
Okay, all right.
I'm not talking to a novice.
There you go.
Just so you know, I was just about to turn it around. I think I'm pretty much
you're good.
done.
Yep. And put a little glue on that.
Yeah, let me do the glue. I'm on a roll.
Now, this is the finesse job.
Okay, well, I'm just doing detail on my work here.
The goal is to make sure you don't get glue on the sides. You just want to get it right where you need it. That's it.
Right where you need it.
Finesse, that's good.
I'm gonna have to go to a therapy session after this.
This is a therapy. This helps you take your mind off everything else going on.
Yeah, well,
Pocket,
yep.
line up the corners.
Line up the
Stick
corners.
it on.
All right, line up the corners, stick it on. I cut this one and it's lining up perfectly.
Like it. That was the hard part. All right, last pocket. Let's go on this side.
Oh, let's do it.
You do it?
Yeah, I'm doing it. You know, you were talking about the difference between doing one of these and doing 100 and doing them all right.
Yep.
You know, we have the same thing in the barbecue business, and there's, you know, just a huge difference between cooking one brisket and cooking 40 of them a day,
Right.
and making sure they're all right. So, kind of the same type deal.
Just like you know, our customers, they buy a wallet today. They want to make sure they come back, 6 months from now, a year out, when they want to buy one as a gift. They want it to be the exact same wallet. They want it to be the same quality, the same details.
Exactly.
And so getting those processes down where you can duplicate them over and over again, or even more important, where you can have your team jump in and help you out, because none of these businesses run without a good team behind
That's
them.
the truth.
That's the important part, is having processes down. Now, while you're doing that, you see we also have these purses here. These are all clutches that have been worked on today, and there's, I don't know, there's 20 of them there.
I ain't doing any more than this, just so you know.
That was going to be the next project.
Free labor. I know what you're thinking. I got Sullivan here. He's working. I'm going to put him to work on all
Get
these.
everything I can out of you. That's just smart business.
It is smart business. That's why you're a smart businessman. All right, I think I'm done.
So we'll apply a little glue quickly, stitch it up. We have time to do that. We'll have a finished wallet.
Okay, we're stitching.
Here, go ahead and put that one on, and we're in business.
Okay. Oh,
Yes, sir.
we good?
Perfect.
Woo!
Yep. Perfect. All right, let's stitch it up.
Let's stitch her. I want to make you feel bad, but that's that $350 belt you messed up.
Oh, reminders. You remind me, or Rochelle will remind me tomorrow.
So Sullivan messed it up.
For some wallets, we actually stitch by hand still. This is a machine stitch wallet, but some of our very special designs, they require hand stitching. What do you think?
Beautiful.
That's not going to fall apart anytime soon.
Beautiful.
So, next thing we would do, we finish the edges up a little bit, but that's a completed wallet. This wallet is, for the most part, ready to use. We'll put a money clip in there, and
That's beautiful.
thank you.
I did a great job on that.
You did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're a wonderful supervisor. We'll auction this one off. We have a special case up there for our really nice items and exotic leathers and things like this. This one will go up there, and we'll get a little picture of you, put it right next to it, and says, supervised by Terry Sullivan.
It ought to bring $1.
It'll bring something for sure.
This has been a pleasure.
Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you having you around.
Oh, it's been great. I really could work in here for a while, and you're not gonna charge me for all the smells, are you?
The smells are free.
You're a great guy, great family, great business.
Thank you, sir.
Such a great asset to Old Town.
I'm happy to be here. It's been Old Town's been a great asset to me. It's been I also didn't know what pleasure it would be to be here in the neighborhood as it has been before I moved in, and I've just been pleasantly surprised every day that I'm here. Every month that I'm here, it gets better and better.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank
man.
you
I appreciate
so much.
you.
Thanks for joining us today. What a great time I've had with Odin at Odin Leather Goods in Old Town Lewisville. Great products. He taught me a few things. I think I messed up more than I did well, but I love being here, and I don't know. He's got the best leather goods. I'm gonna take this one, and I'm gonna probably take this. This one here is beautiful. He won't know I've got these. It'll be all right. Thanks for joining us today. See you next time.